you learned to speak English watching the Oprah show.
I know.
Yes. And then I teared up when I was reading that because one of the things that you said in the book was that I and the show became your anchor. That you are watching as a person who doesn't speak English.
Yes.
And you actually said to your husband one day, when he was saying, you should turn that off. Why are you watching that? You don't even know what they're saying. And you said, I'm going to watch because
I want to be on her show, and I want to learn how she asks questions, because I need to learn how to answer her questions.
I know.
And it was a joke. I never in my wildest dream in 1990 I was ever thinking that I will be on your show. But I will watch that because it was my hope. And you know what else, Oprah? When I started writing the book, I realized why there were so many daytime shows at that time.
Yeah.
Why I was watching you. And I couldn't understand was your voice, because in Romania, I had 4 VCRs tapes, and one of them was
The Color Purple.
The Color Purple. And I will watch, but you looked so different
in The Color Purple.
In The Color Purple. And when I watch your show, was the voice that was very familiar, because I watched that probably 100 times with my family. And I felt like I was home
you watched The Color Purple and you watched Pretty Woman.
Yes, Pretty Woman and Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop, and now you live
across the street
from Eddie Murphy.
I know.
That is the American dream.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But it was magical.
Well, here's the thing with the show. Every time I ever discovered anything was a pair of Uggs, a pair of pajamas. That's how favorite things started. I wanted to share. I wanted everybody to know. So when I discovered you and what you were able to do for my brows, that first day you handed me the mirror and I went, wow. It looks like I had a facelift. Yeah. I wanted the audience to experience or know about you in the same way. So y'all, this is what I did. You could never do this in today's world, but
I know.
I had Anastasia on the Oprah show. We're like live broadcast television.
Doing eyebrows.
Doing eyebrows.
For 5 minutes.
Yes. All right, this is Anastasia, Queen of Brows. There's just me lying on the thing, getting my eyebrows done, and the audience watching me getting my eyebrows done.
Lay my head back, all the way back. Look up. Hello. Hello.
It is the craziest thing.
You supported me from the beginning, and I'm forever grateful for you.
Well, I did it because I believed in you, but I also wanted everybody else to know about it.
This is what was so different about you, because you shared everything with everyone.
Yeah, I shared too much.
No, you didn't. We all, I was like watching that show nonstop.
Yes, but you had this thing, too, that you say in the book, my grandfather's ability to keep going taught me that no matter what is happening around you, only you have the power over your mindset. Only you can decide what will give you meaning. And once you make that decision, every action you take, whether personally or in business, needs to move you toward making that happen. This is what I appreciate about you. You would not give up with the whole brow thing.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody is saying, lady, you're crazy.
No, you're crazy. Yes.
You can't do a business on just brows.
You can pay rent doing eyebrows, the landlord will say.
Yes.
And the broker that I went there to have the meeting with the landlord, is like after a first no, he said, okay, let's go. He doesn't want to rent you the space. I know. I'm not leaving this. No, we have to. Let me show you how many celebrity I'm shaping eyebrows for. I'm very successful. Like I start selling myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, lady, this is Beverly Hills. Doing eyebrows, you will not be able to pay rent. It's like, by John. I was like, how I will do it. And
this is the guy who was going to sell you, let you have the place.
The space.
The space.
On Bedford. And at the end, I pulled my last card. It's like, look, I'm sure your parents, your grandparents, grandparents were immigrants in this country. Somebody give them a chance. Give me a chance. For 6 months, let me have this space. And if I don't make it, I will leave. So he looked at me and he said, okay, I will give you 6 months.
Wow. That is great. Well, let's talk about Claudia.
Yeah.
So Claudia is Anastasia's daughter.
Yes.
And on social media, she goes by Norvina, y'all. And she's the president and creative director of Anastasia Beverly Hills. Hi, Claudia.
Oh, she's here.
Yes. Hi, babe.
Mom.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi. So you weren't always president of the company. I was reading at one point your mom even fired you. What happened?
You know, in in the beginning, I was young and I didn't really have a deep appreciation for time and being punctual. I was late to work. And my mom would warn me, she said, we start here at 9. That means you have to be here 10 minutes early, 15 minutes, prep the space. You can't waltz in at 9:05. That's not how this works. And, I'm 19, 18. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, Mom. And she goes, if you're late 3 times, I will fire you. And I didn't believe her. So on that 3rd time, she literally fired me from the front desk. Yes.
You couldn't believe it, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't believe
it. Go. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're done. You don't respect my time. You don't respect the girls' time. The girls that were doing brows. She's like, you've got to go. So I was done.
And what was your takeaway after being fired? You went and worked for an insurance company, right?
It was so bad. Oh my God. I've never been so depressed. It was 1 month in like a dark room with no windows filing. I'm not very good at that. The takeaway was that you really have to be punctual. You have to respect time. And I think the biggest takeaway I would say was that's when we kind of level set our relationship. And I understood that while she's my mom, this is work.
Yeah. So where did you get this idea? I mean, the business was doing fine. You all were making more money than you ever imagined and selling a lot of product. And everybody in Hollywood was coming and the brow revolution had started. So where did you get the idea of of social media? This was 2012.
It was, well, for a long time, our biggest concern was that being a brow brand, there's no way to continue to expand and innovate quarterly as most retailers expect you. You have to launch 4 times a year. That's literally impossible with eyebrows. So our biggest fear was like, okay, well, where do we go from here? We have to have makeup. We have to have something else to really get the products, like become a bigger brand. And retailers didn't really understand. They didn't really want to support it. They said, no, you're the brow people. There's people that do makeup. We don't think customers will understand the messaging. And thankfully, I started using early on from the very beginning Instagram. And I really loved the sense of community on there and the ability to communicate directly with people versus traditional print and everything that was the standard.
Yes. So as we were just sharing with Diane and Jackie, who are starting their own business selling all these items with color, that it's about the story that you tell about the product. That's what changed for you, right?
Yes.
You know, in traditional advertising, you can't tell a story. No one's reading your biography and brand DNA in a one-page advertisement. But on Instagram, you had the ability to post as many times as you want. There were no videos at the time. It was only photos. You can post as many times as you want. You could be as descriptive. You could be funny. You could tell your story. You could explain about your products. You could explain about Anastasia. And it literally built a community for us. And it became this huge thing. And we were able to launch makeup because of social media.
Well, your mom says on page 174, when I think about it now, if it all ended for me tomorrow, I would say my greatest achievement in life, even beyond the business I built, is that my daughter has found her purpose and that she does it extraordinarily well. That makes you feel what when you hear that?
Oh, that's so nice. Like, it's amazing. Like, I think my mom is the best. I look up to my mom so much. So to have her validate what I do is really, really great.
And you have found your passion in the creating of the products and the makeup. And that's where you have now found your home.
Thank God we're not in plumbing. Yes, she kind of laid the groundwork for like the most amazing, industry that you could imagine. It's beauty. Who doesn't love beauty? And I figured out that...
I love plumbing when I need a plumber.
It's true, but I would be terrible at it,
Yes, yeah. And you name all the products and all the lipsticks and all the things. You do that.
All of that, the marketing and kind of the storytelling. It's not just about launching it. It's about then how do you do a launch event? How do you talk about it? How do you promote it? It's carrying the whole thread, telling the story.
Claudia, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Claudia.
Thanks for joining us.